Happy Thursday. Does anyone know if spaghetti's got a K yet? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and yesterday was absolutely insane in the MLB, and this announcement couldn't come soon enough. It is NFL season, and the NFL Best Bets video, our first one of the season, is out now. Go check it out. We preview and give our best bets for the Thursday and Friday night best football games that we have. I am excited for some football because MLB is absolutely insane, guys. There's a wild day in the MLB. Let me just tell you what happened real quick. Spaghetti, rookie of the month in August, gives up more runs in the first inning today, or yesterday, whenever you're listening to this, than he did the entire month of August. You can't make that up. He was horrendous. His command was terrible. He was throwing the ball at guys' heads, and then when he threw a strike, it was right down the middle. It was one of the worst performances I have ever seen. I am never, ever eating spaghetti again. Griffin Canning dominated the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yep, I'm going to let that one simmer. White Sox crushed the Orioles for their sixth win in 51 games. The Cubs score 12 runs after scoring 0 for me yesterday. And by the way, they threw a combined no-hitter. And the Mariners scored 12 runs. Guys, this is absolutely bonkers in the MLB right now. I've had 2 bad days in a row, but we're still 15-8 in the last 22 bets. We will take it. We have a smaller 9-game slate. But before we get into anything, we got 2 new Jabbo MVPs. Let's pull them up. Thank you to the YouTube new Jabbo MVPs at Elijah RV and at Adrian Alfaro Seo 6511. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but we really appreciate the support. $2.99 a month. You hit that join button below the video, and it just really helps us. If we're giving you any entertainment or any value in your bets, this is just one way to give back because everything I do is free, and you get some badges and emojis, which we will be updating soon. But I just want to say thank you to you two and everyone else who is a Jabbo MVP. Now, if you see any apps or any graphics in this video, it will be from an app called OUTLIER. They are an incredible sponsor, and I'm going to tell you this all NFL season long. If I wasn't even a partner with OUTLIER, I would absolutely be using this every day. If you want to be a successful bettor, I always believe you got to have the right tools, and this is the right tool. It's incredible. All you got to do is go click the link below and just give it a shot. You got a free trial with that link below, so go check it out. But enough of the rambling. It's time for the baseball fun fact, and I already kind of gave it away. Going into Wednesday, the White Sox were 5-45 in their last 50 games. No one has had that bad of a run in over 100 years. I fade them with a pitcher prop, and they win 8-1. Congrats to me. In this video, we're going to recap yesterday. Then we're going to go over the good and bad hitter matchups, and then we're going to talk who's on fire. That's right, we didn't do it yesterday. We do that once a week, and then we'll go over the pitchers with the good pitcher strikeout matchups, the full 9-game pitcher report, and then we'll finish it with the best bets, hitter parlay ideas, and that recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 28,000 subscribers 2 years into the channel. We're doing MLB, NBA, and now NFL is starting back up for our 3rd season. So thank you guys so much for all the support day in and day out. But let's get it rolling, and that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. A second 1-3 day in a row. Still 15-8 in the last 22, but my goodness, the last 2 days. Dodgers team total over 2.5. I already mentioned it. They didn't go over 2.5 for the full game. This line at 2.5 in the first 5 innings went to 3.5. We got incredible value. That's all you can really hope for when you're betting. But the other human beings I was counting on did not get the job done. I don't know what else to tell you. It was absolutely horrendous. But again, got good value. It didn't matter. San Diego Padres, Arizona team total each over 2.5 runs. A very, very easy winner like I expected. And then Spaghetti. I don't know what else to say, guys. He was the worst pitcher I've seen all year. It looked like he just got handed Rookie of the Month and then went out partying late last night and, I don't know, ate too much spaghetti, went clubbing, whatever it was. He struggled, did not get 1K, and did not finish 1 inning. It was terrible. Albert Suarez to record a win. How about a guy with like a 2 ERA in the month of August facing the Chicago White Sox? 8-1 White Sox. He gets hit for a couple home runs. It just is what it is. Luckily, that was only a half unit. But the last 2 days have lost a big chunk of our profit that we've made on this run. We are now up 0.21 units, and I am retiring, and we had a profitable season. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, we got to get back on track here. So that's the bets recap. Now it is time for the good and bad hitter matchups. All right, if you like these, this is not a good day because we only got 5 good hitter matchups. Not a lot of big names. Yeah, obviously, Jonathan Cave, Ty France, Soler, and Cal Raleigh. Just not much there today. There's not much else to say. Raleigh 3 for 7 does have 2 bombs off of Joey Estes, and Jorge Soler also has 2 bombs off of Gomber, as well as Cave off of Reynaldo Lopez. So those are the good hitter matchups. Now we got more to talk about in the bad hitter matchups. First over there on the left, those are the bad hitter matchups. Grichuk struggling. I mean, it's Blake Snell, but he has 14 Ks. Christian Walker for the D-backs, 3 for 24, 15 Ks versus Blake Snell as well. So on and so on. Now, because we didn't have much, I wanted to give you guys some more info, and since we're doing bad hitter matchups, let's talk the really struggling hitters. And there's 8 of them right there. I'm not going to go over all of them, but those are some big name guys like Devers, Semien, Aaron Judge, Salvador Perez, Stephen Kwan, O'Neill Cruz. Like, these are big time players in their last, 24, 25, 26 at-bats. Mason wins 34 at-bats. They have been mightily struggling. I just want to point that out. That also means some of these guys are really due. I get that. But just some more info for you guys. So those are all I have for the hitter matchups. And now it's time to talk who's on fire. All right, here is page 1 of Who's on Fire. And if you're new to the channel, we do this once a week. You have to have a minimum of 20 at-bats and hit 340 or higher. We got some smoking hot hitters. We already talked about Goldie Goldschmidt, 480. We talked about how he was due to get 1 hit, and now it's been like 7 or 8 straight games where he has alternated 1 and 3. His next game he plays, he should get 3 hits now. It's just absolutely crazy. Lawrence Butler is just a man on a mission. 462 average with 5 bombs in the last 7 days. And then you see other guys. His teammate Brent Rooker, 458, 2 home runs. Just pretty impressive there. So that's page 1, though. Take a screenshot. Go get some winners. And then let's check out page 2 now. And Francisco Lindor just having one heck of a season. He really is kind of under the radar a little bit. And then Vlad, we know, has been on fire for a while now. 455 average. And then down there, Josh Young of the Texas Rangers, 450 average, 2 home runs and 5 ribbies. And then there's some other guys that are just absolutely smoking hot right now. So that's what we got for the Who's on Fire segment. And now it's time to talk some arms. We have 2 good pitcher strikeout matchups, and it is the Lopez twins, no relation to George Lopez. Pablo Lopez at the Rays, Tampa Bay, 3rd highest K percentage versus righties last 3 weeks, almost 27%. Lopez, we know he's been good. It's 164 Ks, 155.2 innings. He has not given him up a run in 20.2 straight innings. More on him later, but he has been inconsistent with Ks. I will say that 3, 9, 3, 5, and 2 the last 5 starts. He does have a higher K rate on the road, 27.7% compared to at home, 23.7%. The other Lopez, Reynaldo Lopez versus the Rockies. Rockies, we know, 4th highest K percentage versus righties in the last 3 weeks, almost 27%. Lopez over a K an inning. Rockies K rate on the road. This is just like yesterday, Charlie Morton. Rockies K rate on the road versus righties since August 1st is a little over 28%, the highest in the league. And in 3 starts back from injury, Reynaldo Lopez has 10 versus Philly, 7 versus Washington, and 6 at Philly again for a second matchup. So he's been missing quite a few bats. His K rate at home is also higher, 26.5% compared to 23.9% on the road. So that's what we got for the good pitcher strikeout matchups. And now let's take a look at the pitcher report. These are the first 5 matchups of the day. Hunter Brown trying to get Houston back on track after the spaghetti debacle, the limp noodle himself. Going up against Lauder of the Cincinnati Reds. Lauder's thrown 4 innings. We don't know a lot about him, but Hunter Brown has been really solid lately. As you can see, 3.5 ERA. He started out terrible this season, too. Lopez Bradley, we will talk about later. Brian Wu going up against Joey Estes. Wu is just one of those guys. He is just not allowing hits or runs. It's just been unbelievable. His ERA is now down to 2.3 with an expected ERA of 2.54, giving up only 6.4 hits per 9 innings, while also only having a 2.5% walk rate. Other than just not striking out a ton of guys, he has been excellent. And then Merrill Kelly versus Blake Snell, a decent matchup there. Kelly's been, hit and miss, especially with injuries, but Snell, 3.5 ERA, 10.7 walk rate, but a 33% strikeout rate. And then Irvin versus Bailey Falter, a couple of guys that are just whatever to me. To be honest with you, below average strikeout guys and about average when it comes to giving up hits. So those are the first 5 matchups. Take a screenshot. Now let's check out the final 4 matchups. We start out with Ranger Suarez of the Phillies going up against Aller of the Marlins. Aller's looked pretty decent, 16.1 innings pitched, a little above average strikeout rate. Just got to get his command under control. And then Suarez 3 ERA. We know he's had a good year. Austin Gomber is, not very good, obviously, going up against Reynaldo Lopez. How about a 2 ERA? Is anybody talking about Reynaldo Lopez? He has a 2.00 ERA. He is due for negative regression, obviously, but I mean, come on, we're almost at the end of the year now at this point. 3.89 expected ERA, just been unbelievable. And then Czechoslovakia of the Angels going up against Cody Bradford. Not much to say here. Two guys are just okay. Bradford's looked good in 56 innings, as you can see. Above average strikeout rate. He is limiting some hits, that's for sure. And then we finish it with the lefty, Martin Perez, going up against Casey Mize, who's making his first start in quite a while. Long time ago, he was the #1 prospect for the Tigers, but just two guys that are okay. Nothing special here, really, with the pitcher report and all these matchups today. Kind of an ugly slate, to be honest with you, but that's what we got for the entire pitcher report for September 5th, and now it's time for the best bets. All right, my first and only bet of the video. That's right, it's a 9-game slate. We just did an NFL video. I'm gonna get another bet out in the morning, but maybe two bets. But it's just gonna be one tonight. I am exhausted, and I like this one a lot. So this first one takes us out to Tropicana Field, where the Rays host the Minnesota Twinkies. Twins on the money line -135. Rays on the money line +115 with a total of 7.5 runs. You guys know me. I don't do this a lot, but I got a money line. Give me the Twins on the money line at -135 on ESPN Bet for 1 unit. Pablo Lopez, guys, he's just been unbelievable. We talked about him a little bit already. If you skip that part of it, he has thrown 20.2 scoreless innings straight. Unbelievable. He's absolutely dominating. It's not really surprising. He was getting unlucky there for a while, but he also ranks in the 93rd percentile in chase rate. I mean, he is absolutely nasty right now, and he's now pitching in Tropicana Field, which is a pitcher's park. He should dominate against this struggling Rays offense. And speaking of that offense, last 3 weeks versus righties, third worst WRC plus. They have the second most plate appearances versus righties in the last 3 weeks, but have scored the 11th fewest runs. Third lowest batting average, second lowest on base percentage, fourth lowest ISO power, fourth highest K rate. Struggling mightily. Not a surprise. They traded away a lot of their good hitters. Now let's go to Taj Mahal. My goodness, if you guys remember at the beginning of the year, I was tailing Taj Mahal because he was awesome. He is horrendous right now, and I know what you guys are going to say. He's saying something bad about a pitcher. He's now going to throw a gem. He very well could be, but he's been just so bad. Like in August, his ERA was 10.41. Yes, that was not. I did not miss that. It was 10.41. He's given up a batting average of 366, guys. In the entire month of August, he gave up a 366 average. I'm not even sure that's legal in all states. He's given up so much hard contact. His K rate has dropped to 15.5%. It's just bad news bears for him, that's for sure. He's also given up 4+ earned runs now in 5 of his last 6 starts. Facing a Twins offense that last 30 days has been very average. Last 3 weeks, they're 20th WRC plus, 20th batting average. If you look at everything, they're right in that average to slightly below average. Better than the Rays, that's for sure. And they have a much better matchup. I expect them to have a bounce back day here. But overall, way better starting pitcher. We got two guys heading in complete opposite directions. The slightly better lineup in the Twins. Now, the bullpen, the Rays do have an advantage there as of late, but they still aren't a bullpen that just absolutely scares me. And I think this game is going to be a little bit out of reach for them by the time they get there. I don't think it's going to matter. So if you want to take first 5, you can, but I do like the Twins to win this game. I think Lopez goes 6-7 innings. And also the Twins lost 2 of the first 3 of this series, which means I don't think they're going to lose 3 of the 4. It's not the reason I made it, but I'm just saying it's a good bounce back spot here after losing 2 in a row to them. So give me the Twinkies on the money line as my first and only bet of this video. More plays in the pinned comments on X and on Discord in the morning. But now let's check out the hitter parlay ideas. All right, there wasn't as much to choose from today. As you guys saw, not a lot of great hitter matchups, only 9 games. We did go 2-1 yesterday. Let's give you 3 more. Hopefully they all win, though. We got Marcelo Zuna of the Braves. It's our guy. I mean, 1+ hit in 17 in the last 20. Crushes lefties, hitting 320 off of them, hitting 305 at home, hitting 373 versus lefties at home, and facing Austin Gomber, giving up over 9 hits per 9 innings. We're riding the hot bat there. Josh Young of the Texas Rangers, 2+ hits now in 4 of the last 6. He's hitting the ball well. 450 last 7 days with 2 bombs, as you saw earlier on the Who's on Fire segment. He has even splits versus righties and lefties. He's facing Kokanowicz, that name I can't pronounce. His name's Jack. Let's just call him Jack. He's given up 10.7 hits per 9 innings. It's a very small sample size, but he's a hittable pitcher. And he also has 12 Ks in 32.2 innings this year. That is so bad. 12 and 32.2. He's not missing many bats, obviously. I like Young to get a hit here. And then Julio Rodriguez. Let's just talk about a Mariner for once. He's doing fine. He's still someone who's been disappointing this year, but he's now on a 7-game hitting streak. He is a streaky type of hitter, and he's facing Joey Estes, who's been about average giving up hits. He does struggle a bit more versus righties, though, giving up a 251 average to righties as opposed to 219 versus lefties. Estes has been a little bit better at home, but we're just going to ride the hot bat here. Again, there's not a ton of great matchups. Goldie and all these hot hitters, they're either not playing or not good matchups. Like Lawrence Butler, you could ride again, but he's going up against Brian Wu, and he just limits hits like none other. But again, Butler is a guy who's just been a wagon lately, that's for sure. So those are my 3 hitter parlay ideas, my 1 best bet, and all the research help you need. Now let's go check out the recap. All right, the one and only bet of the day so far. Twinkies on the money line minus 135 on ESPN Bet. What could go wrong backing the Minnesota Twins? Added plays in the pinned comments on X and on Discord. Discord link is below. It's completely free to join. That's all I got for you. But again, go check out that first NFL video. We preview and give out a best bet in both Thursday and Friday night's game. I get to wake up in the morning and it's NFL football that night. I am absolutely jacked and fired up. So thanks for the support. If you haven't already, hit that like button. But hope you guys all have a great Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon.